Welcome back to Mac Talks of Football, and it's match day 5 in La Liga, and already we have seen so many crazy results in the first 4 matches. So it is turning out to be quite an exciting league this season. So let's go ahead and make our prediction for this weekend, and let's hope there are going to be some crazy results this weekend as well. Starting off on the Friday night, it is a Real Betis versus Real Sociedad. It is 10th versus 16th. Now Betis have had quite a weird start. They have played one game more than everybody else, but it has been an interesting start. They're playing really good football, but they have not been able to get over the line. 3 draws already in the first 5 games. That draw against Levante 2-all. I think they are playing good football, but they are not getting the result, and I think that's a bit concerning. It was quite a disappointing day again, dropping points against Levante. If they really want to go ahead and fight for those European places, they cannot afford to do that. They are playing against a Real Sociedad side though, who are really struggling after 4 games. I mean, 16 in the tables. It is not just working out for them, and I think it is unfortunately for them, it is going to be another struggling season. It is looking like that. Going away to Betis, I'm expecting goals in this game, to be very honest with you. I think it is going to be quite an entertaining game, end-to-end stuff, but I think somehow, somewhere, Betis are going to nick it in the end. Maybe I'm being a bit biased because I have a soft spot for Real Betis, but I still think they are going to nick it in the end. I'm going for a 2-1 win for Real Betis. Going on to the Saturday games, it is Girona versus Levante. It is 20th versus 18th. 2 teams who are really struggling at the moment. 1 point each for both of them, winless till now, and both of them got their first point of the season last week. And Girona drawing against Celta Vigo. Levante, as I already said, they drew against Real Betis. So the performances have not been there. They have been really poor, both of them, and I think it's a potential 6-pointer. It's an early 6-pointer for that relegation battle, because I think both of them are going to be involved in that relegation battle, and I just don't see a winner in this game. I think it will be a tough watch. It will be a hard watch. I don't think it's going to be a good game of football, and that is why I'm going to sit on the fence. I'm going for a 1-all draw, a boring 1-all draw between Girona and Levante. Then it's Real Madrid versus Espanyol. It is first versus third. Real Madrid are the only side currently with a 100% record in La Liga, 4 games and 4 wins. So they are looking really good. They defeated Real Sociedad last weekend at 2-1. They won their Champions League game midweek against Marseille quite comfortably in the end. So they are coming in this game with full confidence. They are playing against an Espanyol side who have had a tremendous start to the season. They are third in the league. One of the only 4 teams who are still undefeated in the league. So they are looking really good. They are like 3 wins and a draw as well. So it's not going to be an easy game for Real Madrid. Let's be honest with you. They, Espanyol won their game last weekend 3-2 against Mallorca. Quite an entertaining game as well. So going by this, I don't think Madrid are going to have it easy. But again, the fact of the matter is, because they are playing at the Santiago Bernabeu, I think if there is one game where we could have a bit of a shock result, I think this could be one of those games. If it was an away fixture, I would have definitely backed Espanyol. But because it is at Santiago Bernabeu, I'm giving an edge to Real Madrid. But I would not be surprised if Real Madrid ended up dropping points in this game. But I'm going to go with the Los Blancos, and I'm going for a very close 2-1 win for Real Madrid. Then it's Villarreal versus Osasuna. It is 6th versus 9th. And now Villarreal, I just don't know what to say with Villarreal. Sometimes they boil my blood, even though I don't support them. They had a really tremendous start to the season. They were looking really good, and then they go away ahead and play Atletico Madrid, who have been really struggling, and then they go ahead and they just put that performance, and they lose against Atletico Madrid quite poorly, getting defeated 2-0 last weekend. I just didn't know, was not really able to believe that this is the same Villarreal who have played their first 3 games of the season. They were really poor in that game. They lost to Spurs in that Champions League game as well. That was quite a terrible game to watch. They were unlucky and on goal. But they are back home this weekend. 2 away games, and both of them have been defeated, so they will be really happy to come back at their home stadium. They are playing against an Osasuna side who have looked good, 2 wins and 2 defeats in the first 4 games. So it's a tough one to call, to be very honest with you. Villarreal, they are so unpredictable, so it's always hard to call them. I don't think we are going to get a winner here as well. I think it's going to be a fun game. I think it's going to be an entertaining game, and we are going to get goals, but we are not going to get a winner. I'm going for a very entertaining 1-all draw between Villarreal and Osasuna. Then it's Alaves versus Sevilla. It is 7th versus at 12th. Alaves had that massive win over Athletic Club last weekend. So they are going to be really, in a good form coming into this game. Playing against an, Sevilla side who did not have a good game. They drew their game. So it has not been a good start for Sevilla, if I'm being very honest with you. And going away to, an Alaves side at the moment who, as I said, are brimming with confidence after their massive win. They are playing good football as well. And I think they are going to, get a second win in a row in this game as well. I'm going for a very comfortable win as well. I'm going for a very comfortable 2-0 win for Alaves. Then it's Valencia versus Athletic Club. It is 15th versus 5th. I mean, Valencia got destroyed by Barcelona 6-0 last weekend. So it was not a really good, outing for them last time around. They are playing against an Athletic Club side who, out of nowhere, they got they went ahead and got defeated by Alaves. I mean, they had a 100% start to the season. Everything was looking good, and then they go ahead and they lost that game. They lost their Champions League game against Arsenal as well. 2-0 at home. So it has not been a good week for them, and they would hope playing against this Valencia side who are really struggling, and they could come back to winning this, and I think they are going to do that as well. I mean, that was a blip in my opinion, the last weekend's game, and I think they are going to get back to winning ways in this game. I'm going for a 3-0 win for Athletic Club. Next, it's Rayo Vallecano versus Celta Vigo, 13th versus 14th. Rayo Vallecano lost their game last weekend, 2 defeats already in the season. Sorry about that. And Celta Vigo, on the other hand, themselves, it has not been a good start. I mean, they have played 5 games and they are just on 4 points. So it's not been a good start for Celta Vigo as well. I don't see anything good out of this game. If I'm being very honest with you, I don't think we are going to get. I mean, I think it's going to be a hard fought game. It's going to be a very physical game, but I just don't see anything coming out of this game. I don't think any result, and I don't see goals as well. I'm going for a 0-0 draw between Rayo Vallecano and Celta Vigo. Up next is Mallorca versus Atletico Madrid. It is 19th versus 11th. Mallorca, I mean, they are winners in their first 4 games, 3 defeats, so it's not looking really good for them. They lost the last weekend as well. And they are playing against an Atletico Madrid side who themselves have not had a really good start to the season. They got their first win, and I mean, they are lucky because of that win. They are, a bit above Mallorca, otherwise they would have been very near them. They defeated that Villarreal side quite convincingly as well. They lost their Champions League game, against Liverpool at Anfield, so that is going to sting. And we had all that altercation between Diego Simeone and the Liverpool fans. But I think this game, it's not going to be that much tough for Atletico Madrid. I think it will be a tough game in a way that it's going to be hard for them to score. But I think after they score the first goal, I think it's going to be an easy one. So that first goal is going to be very crucial. I'm going for a very, a hard fought and a comfortable 2-0 win for Atletico Madrid. Up next is the 2 newly promoted sides going head to head. It's Elche versus Real Oviedo. It is 8th versus 16th. And now Elche are one of the 4 teams who are still undefeated in the season. So that's a big thing for them, after the first 4 games. They drew against Sevilla last weekend. They are the home side as well. Oviedo, on the other hand, they are struggling, to be very honest with you. 2 defeats already. They're 16th in the table. They lost to Getafe quite comfortably as well. And, going away to Elche with the way that Elche are playing, I think it is going to be another win for Elche in this game. I think it will be a very hard fought game, but I think Elche are going to nick it with the way they are playing, the home side being with them, being the home side as well. I'm going for a 2-1 win for Elche. And we finish match day 5 in La Liga with Barcelona versus Getafe. It is 2nd versus 4th. Both of them had a really good start to the season. Both of them won their games last weekend as well. Barcelona destroying Valencia 6-0. Getafe defeating Oviedo 2-0 as well. It is going to be pure, a pure chaos, to be very honest with you. Getafe are going to play their haram ball. They are going to, frustrate the hell out of Barcelona. They're gonna, make sure that Barcelona players lose their temper, they start making mistakes and whatnot. We know how Getafe are gonna play, and Barcelona need to counter that. I think it will be a very hard fought game for Barcelona. But I think somehow, somewhere, because they're the home side, if they were in away side, I think I might would have, given Getafe a draw, or maybe even a win with the way that they are playing. But I think this time around, because Barcelona are the home side, I think they are somehow going to edge it. They have already dropped points this season, Barcelona, so they cannot really afford to, drop even more points at the start of the season already. I think it will be a very hard game for Barcelona, but I think in the end they are going to nick it. I'm going for a 2-1 win for Barcelona. And with that, my predictions for La Liga match day 5 are completed. Let me know what you guys think of my prediction in the comment section below. Like the video, share it as well. Click on the notification bell, and of course subscribe to the channel. I'm trying to get to 600 subscribers as quickly as possible. So please go ahead and subscribe and help the channel out. Until next time, bye bye.